to the Fancy Tea Talk Show, and we get ready to give you some more of Fancy Tea. This time we brought in the co-host with the most last week, Sharita. She have some awesome business going on, and tonight we're going to talk about a few. If y'all seen my post, one of her biggest passion is fashion, and then one of her company's names, which she will tell you more, is Ride and Bow Fashion Consulting. Hey, Miss Rita.
Hi, Darlene. Hi, ladies. Thank y'all for having me. Look back.
So, one of the questions that I ask everyone to come in here, because I think it's important, what inspired you to be in the fashion industry?
Whew. Well, if you know me. First off, I'm very big on detail. I think that's just, what did it for me. And so I've always loved beautiful things and beautiful people. And to me, fashion just incorporates all of that, So that's what made me really get into fashion. Like, it's just a no-brainer for me. I love it, everything about it.
So tell us what you got going on with the fashion industry, the different businesses. Start off with the different businesses, because I know you do more than just Ride and Bow Fashion Consulting.
Okay. So, all right. In this, as she said, we have Ride and Bow Fashion Consulting. So we just started that. I do that actually with her. The other part of my partner, my other partner name is Bella, and she's actually like the creative director, CEO, president of her own fashion label, which is called Ivory Couture Clothing.
Awesome.
So yeah, we just came back from New York Fashion Week. When we were up there on Friday, we did a show. It was a couple of fashion shows there. She was one of them. So I was the assistant styling in the back for that. Okay. And then the very next day, we were asked to do an editorial shoot for Gladys magazine. And I did my little research on them. They're actually on the shelves above O and next to L, which is a great thing. So out of all the shows or the fashion designers that were there, she was chosen to have her label and her fashion, that's awesome. Right, being the magazine. So I just got word that the magazine is going to come out in April.
Wow.
And I'm going to be accredited in there as the wardrobe stylist for that.
Really? Oh, that's
wow.
Awesome.
But wait a minute, let me tell y'all the other good news. So I just got another message saying that we were featured in, I think it's YHM magazine.
Okay.
We were featured in that, and again, I'm accredited in there as well as a wardrobe stylist. And actually, to all of our listeners, I'm gonna put the link on the Fancy Tea Talk Show page. So when you get time, you can follow the link, go over and see where my little name is.
She took all my questions, by the way.
Look, trust me. I got more.
I was just about to say, could somebody give me the tea glass?
I apologize. I got more, though. Look,
It's
keep on
okay.
going.
It's
Keep on
okay.
going. I'm ready.
And what else do you have going on other than Ride and Bow?
Okay, so I was, I don't, how you start something and you like, I want to do this, but you really don't know what comes with it, and you don't know where it's going to go. You know what I mean? So, getting into, okay, let me back it up. So I started with Fashion Isn't Always a Label, which, anybody that follows me knows, and to my new followers, follow me. Anyway, but I started with that, and with that, the idea was to basically create fashion for like the average working woman, to let her know that you don't have to have a lengthy bank account or a lot of money, to just be in style or to have fashion, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I wanted to kind of like create something where I can show them that you can still look good even on, a small bank account. Like, it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? And if you know fashion, like, it has really nothing to do with a label. Not to knock the labels, but at the same time, you can take a plain curtain, and turn it into something great. So,
okay, so to piggyback off of that, tell the viewers how you can look fashionable for less without looking cheap.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I understand exactly what you're saying, because I get that a lot. Right. Now, one of the stores that I frequent a lot, which I was amazed at, is called Mad Rag, right? Somebody like, Sharita, you would love this store, just like whatever. And I'm kind of like, you're like, oh,
right.
And it was like, no, it's not like,
I'm a fan.
And right. And so what happened was when I went in, what I noticed was, like, we have all these online boutiques.
Right.
So when I went in there, basically what they have is a lot of what you see online. You know what I'm saying?
For less.
So for less, way less. So, although it's not the most expensive, it's still less. You know what I mean? It costs you less, but you still look good when you put it on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of it is pretty much, I will say, kind of trendy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I always tell people, try to find stores like that to shop at.
Okay.
And then it all, I guess, depends on how you put your outfits together. You know what I mean? Like your accessory, what you wear, and and just how you just like group it together. That's what's gonna make it stand out. So no matter what you pay for it, you know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
it's not what you wear, basically, it's how you wear it.
Exactly.
So that's why you came up with the name.
That's why I came up with the name. Fashion isn't always a label. Now, let me get to the misconception of that, because I know some people are like, well, what you mean? Like, 'cause, we like, don't get me wrong. I like labels. I love labels. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, everybody can't afford the label. So like I said, like the average working, woman or whoever, like we really can't afford that. So I just try to find ways around that to make you, have you still look good, look fashionable. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, for less, you know?
Right.
So, and in turn, people that are, I don't know if y'all ever, what was that show, the Runway Show? These are up and coming, fashion designers. So in turn, it gives people like that a shot, or smaller stores a shot, for people to shop there and patronize them. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Is there a certain style with Ryan Bell that y'all are trending to? Like, if y'all going for the high fashion, or y'all going for edgy, or is it versatile?
Definitely high fashion, definitely chic, definitely couture, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we can be versatile.
Okay.
And if I can back up for a minute, I was asked to be the creative director and the president of another fashion label, which is called Vintel Fashion. So, and again, like, it's about, the same thing. We're going for the same thing, the same, high-end, chic, just couture. Everything is just so couture nowadays. Like, that type of thing. So, yeah, I have a few things going on right now.
I mean, back to fashion and a label, with couture, is it any way that you can look couture with cheaper
garments?
Material? I try to say,
you try to be nice about it.
Politically correct.
So you try to be nice about it, and I appreciate that. So
Thank
listen,
you.
so this
So
cheap and
I can
couture.
still bring it out.
Right. So with fashion isn't always a label. What I also do is I love vintage. You know what I mean? So and a lot of vintage you can find in consignment
the
shops.
shops, yeah.
Exactly. So what happens is you can go in there and get
high fashion pieces.
some high fashion, high end, depending on where you go to shop. You know what I mean? Like, but you seriously can go in there and find some high fashion pieces out of there, and then there you go. You have couture still for less.
Still for less. Y'all hear that?
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, with styling, if a woman was to spend money on something, like, you know what I'm saying, what would you recommend? Like a good bag or a good shoe, you know what I'm saying, to bring it all together, to mix and match. What would you recommend?
So there are always a few key pieces that you should always have in your wardrobe. I love denim. I love camo. And I definitely love shoes. And one of my favorite colors is red. Okay. So to me, with styling, I always say a decent pair of shoes. Oh, and these are a few other accessories. So a belt and a hat, I'm telling you, will set anything off. Like, you put a belt. You can, like I said, if you get a curtain and you put a belt on you and you cinch your waist, there you go. You have an outfit right there. You know what I mean? Okay. And just tie that off with a decent little pair of shoes, honey, and you are out the door. That's all. That's all you need. It's just seriously that simple. Okay. That's just how I feel with stylists, like with hair. Like, I feel like, if everybody gets a wrap, that's just my own opinion, it just sets off everybody to me. Right, exactly.
Okay.
Do y'all cater to all body types?
I was
All
gonna ask that.
body
Yes.
types.
Oh,
So
that's a
again, when
good
I said
question.
when I said the average,
Fashion, my build.
so when I said the average working woman or individual. You know, I don't want to be biased, but that's what I meant. Like, you know, because it's only so many, you know, rich people and celebrities and, you know, that really have that type of income that can afford certain things. So when I say the average working person, that's what I mean. So that means all body types, all body shapes, you know, that's what we do. So, and with fashion isn't always a label. We do personal shopping. We do closet sweeps where, you know, we'll come out and take everything out of your closet that you have and we'll replace it with other, or we can just upgrade your closet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but yeah, we definitely start with the person and work on. It's more personable. It's not just like, oh, let me go put some clothes on your girl because you need this. No, it's more so, you know, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get to know you. You know what I'm saying? So
let me be your friend.
Yeah, we do consultations.
The ones that tell you the truth, not
seriously,
your other
and
friends.
that's exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to send nobody. Exactly. Right.
Like, you cannot be, you know, like I can't. You know, like people, certain size shouldn't wear, you know, certain things.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and if, you know, that friend let them go out, and even a stylist, they should be fired.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that okay. Look, so that's the direction that I was.
A friend and a stylist.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm very fine. So that's the direction that I was going in when I, you know, started this fashion isn't always a label thing and a re-embell. Like I noticed that a lot of women, you know, if they're, because you know us women, like if our hair isn't done or our wardrobe isn't right, you know what I mean? Like, or we don't feel adequate, you know, I mean, we just don't feel like we're just, I don't know how to say it. I just don't feel good about myself, basically. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we don't feel adequate. So it's like, once you get those things done, I don't care what's going on in your life. You just feel like you can conquer the world. Right. So like I said, when I started this, it was more so, you know, let's feed into, like, the self-esteem, you know, and the confidence and, you know, so I just want to build in women. And in turn, I swear to God, when I say this thing got so many turns to it, I feel if I build into women, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like women are our foundation, then in turn we can build in each other. So that's why I start personal first before anything. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. So with that being said, for our plus size friends, what are some patterns and some things that we should just stay away from? Okay, like that are not flattering on our plus size friends and sisters.
Okay, I mean, if I had to give advice, I mean, but I wouldn't just say, you know, I'll plus size either, but, you know, stripes. You know, okay. you might want to kind of, you know, back away from stripes. Like, stripes are definitely one of those patterns that will just, like, make any, basically, larger than life, so.
I say that because I've seen some stylists, style a plus size woman in huge patterns and polka dots and I mean even for a slender woman if you have broad shoulders it's no way you should be wearing horizontal stripes. So I just want you know help the viewers out. Like we don't want them outside crazy.
So like I said, stripes is definitely one of those patterns that will if you're a small person and you want to look bigger, then yeah, by all means. But it is definitely one of those patterns that you
want to look bigger.
No, I'm just saying, like,
no, I get what you're saying.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, like, you know, but definitely, you know, be careful with it. But again, there's a way to like get around everything. You know what I'm saying? So again, those are some of the techniques that you know will be taught or will be shown. So even if you are a plus size lady and you want to wear stripes, then I'm going to show you how to wear it. You know, that's just what stylists do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, another question. How about men? Do y'all style men?
So, I have in the past, and I actually received some questions on, like, you know, on that, like, do we style men or whatever, or would we style men? I'd consider it, because I have a little boy myself, but I'm used to women. You know, I've always raised girls. I'm used to women, so it's like, what do you do with a little boy? I mean, with a male, like, oh my gosh. But, you know, that's something that we're going to look forward to, though.
So how do people get in contact with you to, you know, to utilize your business?
Right. Okay. So oh my gosh, y'all got time? No, I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna need y'all to get a notepad, pen. So I have a few social media accounts. Rianbell, RINBELL is one. Fashion Isn't Always a Label is another. And then my own personal account, Angel Wings and Heels. Like, I just have a few accounts, you know, where people can follow us. And if they need to get in contact with us, all of our contact information is on there. So it's going to be, you know, rianbell at gmail.com. You know, Fashion Isn't Always a Label at gmail.com. So, you know, just the regular ways to get in contact. Yeah, basically. Yeah. And you can always DM us.
Right. So I have a question, because of course I follow her. What is the concept behind Plain Jane? Son, Plain Jane.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's really not me being modest, because I know a lot of people tend to think that I'm being modest. Like, really? You done put on a whole $1,000 outfit, talking about Plain Jane. Nothing plain about that. But I don't know. I guess it was kind of like to take the edge off of things, because I'm one of those type people, honestly, that don't really think that it's all about me. You know, I have a lot of people that follow me. I have a lot of people that love me. I have a lot of people that look up to me. And it can easily get misconstrued when, you know, people think that because you look a certain way that you are a certain way, you know, and I'm not that person. So I put Plain Jane, you know, I say Plain Jane just so people can kind of feel, you know, good about themselves, and let them know that we're all one and the same. So, because me personally, I believe everybody is beautiful, so.
Which is good, so people don't, you know, people probably take so many different things from that. Like, so what does she mean by that?
Yeah, so to clear that up, you know, and I know in my past I've always been, like, judged and you know, well, we all are judged, but it was really, like, to the point where.
the average person.
Yeah, and, you know, I mean, to the point where it got a little past just judging, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I put that there so everybody can feel comfortable, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even if I was to become this famous celebrity, I would still probably hashtag myself as Plain Jane, because I want you to know, like, we're all here together. Like, everybody is beautiful in their own right.
Okay. Do you find the industry to be catty?
Very much so.
Really?
So when
Tell us about it.
I was just like I said, I was just up at New York Fashion Week, and you pretty much, it's like with anything that's major or that's doing something, you know, like really big, and there's a lot of competition or whatever, like, you know, you have to be like on point with it. And, you know, us as women, you know, we're real emotional, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have a lot going on. So it's like we got all these hormones racing, you know, and everybody's kind of competing for that spot, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's room for everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yes, it's definitely, it can definitely go there.
Well, there it is. Sharita, once again, tell everyone how they can get in contact with you.
Okay, so you can follow us on social media, Ree and Bell. Fashion Isn't Always a Label, and you can always email us at the same names, and our information is there as well.
So while we still talk